Welcome to the Grit of the Matter, where we talk about what it takes to grow through life's unexpected challenges. I'm Denise, and this podcast is built on 5 pillars: grace, resilience, intentional, trust, and thrive. These conversations are for inspiration and education only and are not substitute for medical or professional advice. Please consult your qualified provider for your personal needs. If this resonates with you, be sure to like, follow, share, and make sure to turn on those notifications so you never miss an episode. Now, let's get to the grit of the matter.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Grit of the Matter. Have you ever shown up to something and thought to yourself, this is all I've got today? Sometimes that is more than enough. And we don't always see it that way. So we live in a world where we see so many highlight reels, people at their best all the time, people at their strongest, people when everything looks like it's all working out perfectly. But what we don't always see is everything it takes to get there. And boy, does it take a lot to get there. Or the days that don't look like that at all. For me, there hasn't been a day in at least 10 years where I haven't felt some level of pain. Some days are good, some days not so good. I've said that before. Sometimes it's in one area, sometimes it's in multiple areas, and some days are just harder than any of the others. And now I don't say that because I want sympathy. I say that because it is real. And showing up doesn't always look like that. Like a full workout for me, it don't always happen. It's not always the best energy days. Everything doesn't always go perfectly or just right. So sometimes showing up looks like, what can I do today that could be adjusting, moving just a little, or even just being there? And sometimes it really does look like you having to start over, maybe starting again, maybe slowing down, maybe just pulling away from that exact thing for the day. We have got to redefine what showing up means, because it's not all about being perfect. And I promise you, that is easier said than done, because I don't always want to show the imperfect me. But it really truly is about being consistent. And consistency doesn't always look big. Sometimes it looks quiet. Sometimes it looks like the simple things. Sometimes it looks like, I just didn't quit today. So some days showing up looks strong. And then there's some of those days it just looks steady. There are days where I am so tired. I am so frustrated. I wish things felt different. And that's real. Just like I told a friend yesterday, there are times when I feel all those things and it gets overwhelming. It truly does. And you get your mind all jumbled up. You get your thoughts all screwed up. And you just lose track of where you are. It does not make you weak. It makes us human. But those are also the days that matter the most. Because anyone can show up when it's easy. But I'm going to tell you, when showing up, when it's hard, that is where strength is. That is where resilience starts to grow. And even if you don't see it yet, this is something that I see all the time in movement too. People think that it only counts if it's intense, if it's long, if it's perfect. That is not true. If you showed up, it doesn't even have to be in an exercise sense. If you just showed up for yourself, it counts. Remember that. For me, this is also things that bring my faith into, because some days I don't have that energy to do everything that I want to do, but I have to just keep going forward. And I have to trust that that continuing forward still matters. This is where resilience in grit comes in. Not the loud kind, but the quiet kind. That kind that keeps you going. If you're still listening right now, if you feel like you're not doing enough, or you're not where you want to be, I still do it too. I want you to hear this. Showing up how you can, even in small ways, even when it doesn't feel like much at all, those moments, those small moments, they add up more than you think. You do not have to be perfect to keep going. You do not have to have everything figured out all at once. You just have to keep showing up for you, for you. And sometimes that is the strongest, most resilient thing you can do. So remember, keep showing up, even when it's quiet. You are not alone in this. Thanks, everybody, for listening. I'll see you next time.
Thank you for being here today. If this episode encouraged you, please share it, leave a review, and turn on those notifications so we can continue to grow together. Remember, strength isn't about being untouched. It's about choosing who you become in the process. And wherever you are in your journey, you are not in this alone. This is the grit of the matter. So keep moving forward.